Hi everybody, and welcome to this workout session where I'm going to talk a little bit and show you about cardio for six-pack abs. Now I'm going to perform all my cardio techniques and stuff on the spinning bike because that's just what I like, but you'll be able to see that once I show you the type of cardio that's going to help you get six-pack abs. You can do jumping jacks, you can sit on a treadmill, you can go out just cycling on a bike outside or even jogging. Before I go and get onto the actual cardio that's the best for getting ripped and getting six-pack abs, I think I should start by busting a myth. And that is that slow cardio is the best for fat loss. Now there's going to be two main cardio types that we're going to talk about. One is slow cardio and one is high intensity interval training cardio. Now slow cardio burns percentage-wise more fat. And high intensity interval training burns percentage-wise less fat, but overall more fat. Let's try and explain that. Let's say we are on a spinning bike doing slow cardio. That means 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate. That's 220 minus your age, multiply by 0.6 and 0.5. You'll get a gap of your slow cardio or fat burning zone as they call it. Now let's say, hypothetically, you are on the bike for 10 minutes and you burn 100 calories. Now, 60% of that calories might be coming from your fat storage and sources. So you burned 60 calories coming from your fat. Let's say now, for example, you do high intensity interval training and you burn 300 calories in that 10 minutes, but only 40% of your calories burning comes from your fat storage. Now, in that same 10 minutes, you've burned 300 calories times 40%. That's 40, 80, 120. You've burned 120 calories compared to 60 calories. You've burned double as much calories coming from fat. Might get a little bit confusing here, but basically, when you do high intensity interval training, you're always going to burn more calories, and even though it's a lesser percentage coming from fat, because you've burned more calories, you're going to burn more calories coming from fat. But slow cardio and high intensity interval training has their places. So let's look at slow cardio first. What I enjoy about slow cardio especially is when I wake up in the morning, I get on my bike, before I've eaten, I might just take back a protein shake just to make sure we hang on to that muscle, and I'll then go on a very slow cardio because your body's already in a fasting state and your glycogen levels are depleted and you can really just focus on burning that fat. And then slow cardio is perfect. And I would go for 45, even to an hour, very slow 50 to 60 minute mountain bike or even on a spinning bike. I enjoy cycling, you can do anything you like. And that's going to be perfect to burn and get into that fat storage areas. However, if you're only going to do one type of workout and you have to choose between low intensity and high intensity interval training, you do high intensity interval training. It is the heavyweight champion of cardio when it comes to getting ripped. Slow cardio is also great for people who want to build muscle but not add fat. But when your goal is to get ripped and lose fat, high intensity interval training is king. The reason this is not just that you burn more calories per session, but the fact is that it never stops. It never gets, shall I say, weaker or lesser intensity. What I mean by this is we'll talk about different strategies and different techniques and different formats of high intensity interval training that I found extremely powerful and effective for myself and for my clients. But at the basic form, high intensity interval training works in a sense where you have 30 seconds low intensity, then 30 seconds flat out as fast as you can. Now the good thing is that whenever you go flat out, every week that flat out is going to become faster, it's going to be more intensive, and you're going to burn more calories. If I could put this in a picture of an athletic track, what it will be like is, if I time you right now and say run flat out for 30 seconds, maybe you cover 130 meters, okay? But in 3 weeks from now, if I say run out flat out for 30 seconds, you're going to start covering 250, 300 meters. So in that same 30 seconds, you're now doing more. And that's exactly what happens no matter what type of cardio equipment you use. So the intensity always goes up and your body can never adapt to it. And as long as your body needs to adapt to something, you're going to start burning calories and you'll never hit a plateau, which is the one thing we're looking at. So now that you know that high intensity interval training is the best type of cardio if you want to burn fat and the most amount of fat, let's look at 3 different types of formats of high intensity interval training that I have found extremely effective here on my spinning bike.